Hi all, my name is Kaitlyn Tully. I am an LSAT tutor with Juris Education. I've been tutoring for over 10 years and I've been tutoring the LSAT for just about 2 now. Before I attended the University of Minnesota Law, I graduated with a Bachelor's of Arts in Literature and American Government from Patrick Henry College. I focused a lot on logic and philosophy as well as just legal studies in general. I participated in undergraduate moot court in undergrad as well. In the future, I plan to work in family law. I want to work with foster children. Eventually, I'm hoping to go into legal academia, but we'll see how that pans out. I cannot emphasize this enough. Practice, practice, practice. However, quick caveat to that. The key to success is not just practicing mindlessly, right? So if we just keep doing questions and going over and over and over them, we can be making the same mistakes over and over and over again without realizing it, right? So the real key to success here is practicing and knowing why you got something wrong and knowing why the correct answer is the correct answer. It's not enough to know that it is the correct answer. We have to know why it's the correct answer. One thing that I really emphasize is a student being able to explain themselves why something is correct and why something is incorrect. Another thing that I think is unique about my approach is I focus a lot on the logic aspects of it. So diagramming things and truly understanding how these logical things work together. So we talk a lot about that in my sessions. I focus a lot on the student being able to explain things. I know that I learn best in discussion, so that's one thing I focus on a lot for students. But I also really emphasize teaching the way that a student learns best. So if someone is perhaps a more visual learner, we're going to use a lot more whiteboards and we're going to draw things out, draw out diagrams of problems and all of those kinds of things in order to help that student better understand it in the way that works for their brain, because I think that's super important. I am particularly passionate about helping pre-law students, especially students who are neurodivergent or otherwise have some sort of disability that they struggle with. That is something that I have gone through in the applying to law school process and in learning to study the LSAT and in all of those kinds of things, is trying to figure out a way to make that work for my brain. And so that's something I'm super passionate about helping other students do, is figuring out ways to make the LSAT make sense for their brain specifically. Because we all think differently and we all have our different strengths and weaknesses with that, and that can and should be harnessed when we are doing the LSAT.